fully maxed out on anxiety because I am terrified of being a dad to a girl. It's not that I don't love her. It has nothing to do with that.
And why you say her? Like so disrespectful?
You know, Matt should learn just not talk, to be honest with you. I don't know anyone that wouldn't necessarily be offended by this man's approach. I'm having anxiety about having a daughter. I mean, listen, you could say that's not necessarily a bad thing because, you know, obviously bringing a child into this world, you know, I can imagine it giving many people anxiety because, you know, anxiety could just be nervous, you know, and the nerves could be good things, you know, or it could be bad things. It could be anything. But obviously, most people say that once your child is born, you just know. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, but because he's obviously keeping it in but because he's saying it specifically because she's a girl, that's where the problem hits. Because I'm having a daughter, that is not good, not good at all. Then he goes hurt. Then again, though, I don't know if Matilda had a name at this point. So what else was he gonna? Oh, then again, he could have said our baby. So I get it.
If you cannot love this child because it's a girl, I am okay with doing this alone, man.
Are you now? Really and truly, are you now? Okay, Jasmine.
If you don't prove to me that you're father material for my daughter, you're out of my life.
Isn't it interesting how quick Jasmine can make those choices? Oh, you know, if you can't prove to me, then you'll be out. What is this whole thing about proving? When she was in the relationship with Gino, it was all about proving. I mean, Gino was always saying Jasmine has to prove this, she has to prove that. And then there was even elements where Jasmine was like, well, Gino has to prove this, has to prove that. This whole proving thing is just toxic as hell. No wonder why she's in this, you know, recurring cycle of being with men and things not working. Ah, dear Lord. Anyway. She's the one that decided to have a child with somebody that was nothing but an F-buddy. Let's just call it what it is, right?
And because I know what it is to have a dad, you know, your father can really up your life. Knowing that I put my daughter in the same position for picking up a boy. I'm not done.
You're trying to make me your enemy. I'm not your enemy. I don't know why you keep wanting to jump on my head and pull my damn hair out.
I think that's another conversation, isn't it? Jasmine does seem to make a lot of the men in her life an enemy. Why she does that, who knows? But he's got a point, you know. He's not your enemy, you know. But I get at the same time, obviously, she feels like he is an enemy because obviously he has triggered something in her, and that is the fact that his reaction was not open and not accepting to the fact that it was going to be a baby girl, or that it is going to be a baby girl. I think the main thing that obviously Jasmine should really focus on in this situation, if possible, is the fact that he hasn't exactly abandoned her or the child. Okay? All he said is that I'm feeling anxious and feeling nervous about having a baby girl, not something that I was preparing for. It was a boy that I wanted. But the question is he still here? Yes, he is. Of course, that then obviously brings up the question of, but is he still going to be here when the baby comes? Obviously, we know that he's still there even after the baby comes. But I get, obviously, in this situation, especially if you're triggered based on your own trauma regarding your own father, I can understand why she may be looking over her shoulder thinking, well, okay, you're still here at this moment in time, but the day that our baby is, or in her eyes, my baby girl was born, the question is, are you still going to be here by my side? Or are you going to be long gone? So I do understand the levels to this whole situation here and why she's obviously frustrated about it. But there are ways to go about it.
I thought that I had the worst dad in the world. And you
That
are worse than my dad.
You're an asshole.
You are worse than my
See,
dad.
low.
We could
That is crazy business though, man. Crazy business. But you know, Jasmine loves to go low. Low.
feel the energy, like you were like looking for a penis and you were saying out loud. The baby was listening. The baby feels what I feel, idiot.
I really hope that baby never feels anything that you feel because, boy, that baby would be traumatized. But question though, ladies, if you are going through a certain emotion and you're pregnant, does the baby really feel what you're feeling? Let us know, please, for the people who don't know.
No,
You're
you're
an
just
idiot.
angry all the time. Something like the problem you were having with Gino, though. Like when you were screaming and yelling all the time, and then he wasn't wanting to sleep with you.
Even though that was funny as hell to see him obviously bring up that reference of saying that, well, now I see why Gino was why he was the way he was with you. At the same time, though, Matt should be very cautious to the fact that this woman is pregnant with their child. So really and truly, I feel like if there's a time to just take the bullets for the sake of peace, I would say when your woman is pregnant, that's probably one of those times. So I think, to be honest with you, should have just taken the L. I don't think he should have really responded in that kind of manner, because responding in that manner, knowing that's gonna really rise up her blood levels and make her obviously feel even more stressed. That's not cool. Not cool at all, because obviously that stress is definitely happening to the child. And obviously, as we know, or in case you don't know, it has been reported that some women can lose kids due to too much stress. So to obviously say something like that, that could easily stress her out and could, play a part to her, be in a position where she could have lost the baby. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, if there's one time in life men should choose their words carefully, is when their woman is pregnant. Apart from that, speak your truth, my guy. Let them know how you feel.
So, you're screaming and yelling all the time.
You, okay? 40, and this is killing me.
I know, and I know you're hormonal, but I mean, if you're screaming and yelling all the time, what do you want me to say?
Right word.
To be fair, though, I do feel like when it comes to someone like Jasmine, because we know that she's always screaming and shouting, whether she's pregnant or not, should it be allowed? Probably not. And I think that's where obviously Jasmine's a bit different, I guess, to other women in this world, because this energy level that he's getting from her is typical Jasmine. So there is that part too. Hormonal or not, Jasmine's always screaming, and it's not needed. If there was a time for Jasmine to work on her mood and work on her temper and work on her screaming, it would be now. Because realistically, she should be seeking to want to stay as calm as possible because she's pregnant. I'm not saying it's an easy thing to do, but I'm saying if there was a time to really try and work on it, this may be it. Because there are some women in this world that do go through pregnancies, I wouldn't say stress-free, but, but we're definitely far lower levels of stress than Jasmine. That's for sure. There are some that do try and, really stay calm as possible, whether that be going and doing something like yoga or meditation or whatever.
Oh, but why are you angry?
And I agree.
Ahorita.
Just leave me the alone. I hate you. Bye, the baby.
I hate you. See what I mean? This woman is so spiteful. She's so evil. She's so cruel. She's so mean. And then also on top of that, after all the rather than ranting, whatever, she's like, you didn't even buy the baby clothes. So let's just put it in perspective. They went out to buy clothes for the baby, right? They went out. They went out, but only one person was gonna buy this. I'm curious. Jasmine said, I will go and raise this baby by myself. I'm curious of how she was going to afford it. Then again, obviously, she does do OnlyFans and does obviously other things that are a source of income. So I guess it would have been doable for her, to be honest with you. But yeah, let's be real. This woman loves to live off the person she's with a wallet.
We're gonna buy the baby clothes.
She doesn't want it. It was conditional to the gender of the baby, and I feel rejected. And I really need to figure it out right now what is best for me and the baby.
Well, let's be real. Your love or your purpose of being with Matt is conditional anyway, given the fact that he can provide. Let's just call it what it is. She wants to say that obviously his love for the baby was conditional for it to be being a boy. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, this man never said he didn't love the baby. He never said he wasn't going to love the baby. He just said that he's just afraid of how he's going to raise a baby girl. But he never once did he say he was going to leave you and let you be by your way. Not once did he say that he was going to become King Henry VI. You know what I mean? Like, so... Or is he King Henry VIII? Wait, I always get confused if it's 6 or 8. Oh yeah, 6 wives. It's King Henry VIII, isn't it? Which King Henry had 6 wives? Yes, King Henry VIII. Sorry, my bad. I was right. King Henry VIII. That's the one. It's not like he was going to do you dirty like that now, is it? Nonetheless, though, let me know what you're thinking down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.